Let's do some crispy barbecue chicken bites then. Very similar to the buffalo ones I did a couple of months back, except these ones are like a carbon copy of the KFC Kansas bites. So they're very simple to do. 2 bowls, 1 cup of flour into each bowl. Add all this seasoning, exact same seasoning into each bowl. Give them a good mix. Into one of the bowls I'm going to gradually start to add water. Just add it bit by bit, mixing it every time until it's this consistency. I've seasoned up the chicken with the exact same seasoning. So let's get it coated then. So into the flour first, then into the batter, then double dip it back into the flour again. Just repeat this until they're all coated. And I'm going to deep fry them 3 to 4 minutes, set at 180 until they're nice and crispy. Don't overcrowd the fryer, just do them in batches. You want to look something like this, and they taste absolutely fantastic on their own. So let's start the sauce then. So slab of butter, your favourite barbecue sauce. Use about 300ml and a tablespoon of honey. Just bring this to a simmer and just tip it all over the chicken. Make sure the chicken's nicely coated. I'm going to add a few spring onions on it and just look at that for absolute filth. Bon appetit.
Only eating at KFC for a full day. So I had to drive to 3 different locations to find this pot pie, and when I tell you, it was worth every second. It's rich, it's creamy, it's got those big tender chunks of chicken, and oh my gosh, the best part is the crust. So freaking flaky and buttery and just delicious. I also tried their Nashville hot chicken tenders, and I think they forgot my pickles, but that's okay because again, the chicken was really tender, so crispy, and the Nashville hot sauce honestly reminded me more of like a chili oil, which you already know I'm obsessed with. And dipping it in the sweet honey mustard was a game changer. You literally have to try this. It was so good. Anyway, then for lunch, of course, I had to get a bucket of their original fried chicken, and I forgot how juicy it is. And there's just something about those 11 herbs and spices. It's super nostalgic, really flavorful, and oh my gosh, I added honey. Game changer, sweet and savory, and again, so juicy. I also got some mashed potatoes and gravy, of course, really soft and fluffy. They literally melt in your mouth, and I don't know that I've had one of their biscuits before. They're not quite as soft as Popeyes, but they do have like a little crisp on the outside. They're really good with the mashed potatoes and gravy though. And then I tried dipping the chicken in the mashed potatoes, and it literally tastes like Thanksgiving dinner, which I am not complaining about, like comfort food to the max. And I didn't forget the sweet tea. It's super sugary, but also like refreshing. And finally for dinner, I was back again for their new mac and cheese bowl, and I thought the cheese on top was supposed to be melty, but after mixing it up, it got all soft. And anyway, it was definitely really rich, and the chicken added like a much needed crunch, but maybe I was just KFC'd out because it was insanely salty. And anyway, that's all for today.
Let's make this crispy and crunchy KFC style chicken wings. First of all, take chicken wings, add salt, vinegar and water, leave to marinate around an hour, then discard the water and wash it thoroughly. For second marinade, add salt, paprika, chili powder, garlic powder and Dijon mustard. Leave to marinate for an hour again. For coating, add plain flour, salt, chili powder and garlic powder. Add the marinated chicken wings, and now time to roll in the flour around 10 to 20 seconds. Take a tap cold water and dip the wings one by one and change the water if needed. Roll in the plain flour mixture again for good 30 to 40 seconds and shake off the excess flour until you see these crumbs. Time to fry. First 2 minutes on a high heat, then reduce the heat to medium-low and fry for 6 to 7 minutes until golden brown. Take out on a wire rack and let it drip for a few seconds. That's it. Serve and enjoy. Look at the crunch. Thanks for watching. Taste the flavors.